Let's discuss why hair loss can have such a negative effect on men. If you're like most men out there, you probably fear the day that you start seeing a receding hairline or some balding in the crown. Now, there are certainly some men that don't mind this. They actually thrive being bald. They prefer it. They like shaving their head and they rock it really well. But for most men, losing their hair can be devastating. Regardless of age, background, ethnicity, culture, hair loss can really suck. It can really devastate some men to the point where it really chips away at their personality, their self-esteem, their confidence, and their daily life. Now, that's not to say that men that are going through hair loss can't function in life. Many do. But that's the thing. I can attest to this personally as well. When you lose your hair, you lose a bit of yourself, not just your confidence, but also your identity, your self-esteem, your lust for life, your involvement in activities that you love to do. That's the key here, is that hair loss can slowly chip away at a man. And things that they used to enjoy doing, like maybe playing sports, going out and socializing, having dinners, dating, that can be eroded by hair loss because now they're thinking, hey, if I go to this event, can I wear a hat? How am I gonna style my hair to make sure that it's okay even if I'm gonna go swimming or on a hike? They have to worry about these things. And it might seem insignificant. It might seem that, oh, what's the big deal? Just, you can go hiking with hair loss, you could have thin hair. But for men, it is an extra thing to think about. It is something that just kind of weighs on you over time. And it's these little bits of life that become affected by hair loss that can start to add up and make it very frustrating for most men. This is something that I had gone through in my early 20s, so I know exactly the kind of emotions, the second guessing, the kind of burden on your shoulders that you're feeling if you are starting to go through hair loss or have been going through hair loss. Another key reason I think hair loss affects men so much is because there's a loss of control there. I think most men, and this is probably true for human beings in general, like to have a bit of control, like to have a little bit of say in the outcome. And if something's wrong, they can fix it. For instance, if your diet's not quite right, you can easily change the way you eat. If you want to put on some muscle, you can go hit the gym. If you are tired of your old clothes, you can go shopping and update your wardrobe. But the problem with hair loss is it's a bit out of your control. It kind of strips you from that control. A lot of men that go through hair loss will search for solutions and they'll find so many different things on the market. Some may work to varying degrees, but most do not. So that frustration, that a lot of trial and tribulation that goes with trying to solve or at least halt hair loss can be really difficult for a lot of men to deal with. And so I think that loss of control, that loss of being able to change the outcome can really weigh on a man as well. So in short, hair loss is not just about appearance. Yes, obviously we all like to look good. We all want to feel our best when we step out that door. And of course, hair loss does knock us down a bit when that occurs. And that's why most men are looking to find a solution to that. That's why there's $1 billion market behind hair loss products and regimens. But it's more than that. It's a loss of identity, it's a loss of control, and it's a loss of the lust and flavor for life. And it's the small things in life, the small little things that most people don't even second guess, that men that are starting to thin or do not have the density of hair that they want have to think about. That is why I am so happy that I discovered scalp micropigmentation in my early 20s. For me, scalp micropigmentation was a great solution because it helped bring back some of that confidence and helped me gain control of my hair loss, especially at a young age. It gave me back a little bit of style. It made me look less aged than I was. And I feel more confident when I go out to different settings, whether that be a dinner, a conference, a meeting. It's just one less thing I have to worry about. Many of my clients will attest that scalp micropigmentation has given them back that confidence that was stripped away from them when they started losing their hair. They often say that they don't wear hats as much or don't find the need to lean on wearing a hat when going out. And most importantly, they enjoying the activities that they used to really enjoy. And that could be swimming, playing with the kids, traveling, without that extra kind of monkey on the shoulder about, well, do I have to bring certain styling products? What about if I can't wear a hat at this restaurant? All those little nagging thoughts that may affect someone that's losing hair, that gets dialed down with a treatment like scalp micropigmentation. For men that may have been suffering hair loss for years or even decades, scalp micropigmentation is not going to overnight fix some of those deep-rooted anxieties that an individual might have, but it sure does give them a boost to start the next chapter of their life in a more proactive way. It's your ability to take back some control and also walk away feeling a little bit better and looking really good. And that's what this is all about. So if you're looking for more information, feel free to set up a free consultation with us. We can discuss your case and see if this service is something that can help you get past that hair loss struggle. Guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope this helped you realize that you're not the only one that suffers from this, and it's okay for us men to discuss hair loss and the way it affects us. As always, please subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you all very, very soon.